Ten Hag have come outside, to threaten Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Ineos group. He wants assurance that he will be backed. He wants an assurance that he will be backed by Manchester United. And when I'm talking about Manchester United, I mean Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Ineos group. Now, I do not understand what will make Ten Hag feels or think he actually has the power to demand such a thing from Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Because if you're talking about being backed, are you talking about being backed with signings? But that is not what he's talking about. He's talking about being backed that he should get as much power he should get in the club. Which means Ten Hag still wants to keep that same power of making signings, of letting players go. And I was saying something yesterday. I said something earlier, I think it was yesterday. I spoke about the fact that Ten Hag should even just consider trying to get the job done to see if his job is still safe. Because as it is right now, you can easily say Ten Hag has lost it. And you can say Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Ineos group are also probably looking for their own manager. Now, the fact that Ten Hag can come outside to say this is either he has made up his mind to work, or the article that says that Ajax are still looking to offer Ten Hag an escape route out of United is true. Because from one is this, it has not been good enough. And I do not care anything anybody says. Whosoever is still Ten Hag in, they are just fucking deluded. Because this manager is not good enough. I'm sorry. He is not good enough. And that is the honest truth. Nothing but the truth. That is the honest truth. It's not good enough. And I do not understand how people are able to come outside, defend Ten Hag, and blame the players for whatever that is going on in the club, or blame the owners of the club. Make this make sense. Ten Hag, before coming to Manchester United, on the contract clause, he wanted the power to be making signings. He wanted the power to let players go, to let go of players. And he was giving that power. So tell me now, how are you making excuses for that manager? How? No, is this in that? You can go, Jerry. Is this in the want? No, they will not take it. They'll send it back. So how are they making excuses for this manager? Ten Hag in people. How are you making excuses for this manager? Because clearly, before he came into the club, he was given the power to sign players. He was given the power to let players go. So make it make sense. And they tell you bullshit that he never got the player he wanted. I'm sorry, not every coach is getting the players they wanted. All this United fan base are all fucking deluded. They are crazy. They are crazy. Not every manager gets the players they wanted. There was Klopp. There is Klopp. Klopp wanted Amrabat. Did he get Amrabat? No. Klopp wanted Caicedo. Did he get him? No. Who did Klopp get? He got Endo Watari. from Stuttgart. And as Endo Watari worked out or not, he has worked out. Because I watched him dominate yesterday against Man City. And they tell you stupid things. You hear people like McGobbridge talking crap, talking bullshit. Ten Hag never got the player he wanted. Who are the players Ten Hag wanted?
She says they said she must come and collect it, so she must just take it because she's already here. Two.
I do too.
Okay. Because I'm telling her that you were on the phone with them and they told you that they're concerning it.
You get this clown. This clown that calls himself McGobbridge, talking about how Ten Hag did not get the players he wanted. I am sorry to disappoint you, clown. Not every manager got players they want. Not every manager gets players they want. Liverpool wanted Caicedo. They never got him. They wanted Lavia. Didn't get him. But how you know a very good manager is that when a manager is able to work with what he has. When a manager is able to work with what he has. You hear them telling you about injury crisis. Those are nonsense. I'm sorry. It's bullshit. I watched a Liverpool team yesterday went head to head against a Manchester City side with the likes of who? Bradley, Kwanzaa, Luis Diaz, Endo Watari. And these are players that if they were linked to Manchester United, you will be hearing that deluded fan base talking about they're not good enough to play for United. And you get these clowns wanting to put the blame time after time on the Glazers, put the blame on the owners of the club, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the players, but they don't put the blame on Ten Hag. But yet, Ten Hag is the one that made these signings. Make it make sense to me. What other assurances is this clown called Ten Hag looking for? Because if I was the owner of United, or if I had a share, I am Sir Jim Ratcliffe right now, I will not trust Ten Hag with my money anymore. I won't. The first thing I'm going to do is take away that power of making transfer. I'll take it away. I'll take it away because it clearly states it does not know fuck all of what he's doing. The fact that Ten Hag can sign Mason Mount, he splashed out 65 million on Mason Mount, tells you everything you want to know. I'm sorry. And you get clowns like McGobbridge talking about how James Maddison is overrated, how he's not good enough to wear the Manchester United jersey. Is that not madness? You have a coach like Ten Hag, you had an opportunity whereby the likes of Yuri Tillemans, James Maddison, and Jimmy Ward-Prowse went on relegation. And for me, I'm a football lover. I'm not a manager. But I was saying that if I was Manchester United, I was going to do whatever I can to make the signing of James Maddison, Yuri Tillemans, and Jim was proud. Possible. And I was going to do it on the first season when they went to relegation. Imagine that amount of money these people spent, the amount of money they spent on the players like Anthony. They spent on players like Malaysia or what's it called? Mason Mount. They took out that funds to go make the signings of James Maddison, Jim Ward-Prowse, and Uthman as possible. You get somebody like Thuram. He's playing for Inter Milan currently right now. When he was leaving Mönchengladbach, he left for free. For free. United have every opportunity to bounce on that deal, but because they've got a manager that is bloody useless, that does not know what he's doing, and you get a deluded fan base. They deem this guy not good enough for Manchester United standard. And the question Mark Goldbridge was asking is this: would Manchester City sign Thuram? Would Liverpool sign Thuram? The question he should be asking himself is this: are they even on the same level with Liverpool and Man City to be like comparing them in terms of what they will sign? Now you have Thuram playing for Inter Milan, banging in the goals. They are topping the league in Serie A currently with 16 points. Is that not madness? And you have somebody like Ten Hag even came out to say that the medical department guaranteed him that they will have 2 left back available in January, which is Malaysia and Luke Shaw. And that was why they had to let Reguilon go. Because if you are telling me that Reguilon, Enos, and Sergin wanted to send him back because of the contract they made, if Ten Hag had said no, he wants him at the club, they will leave him at the club. He was okay with him going back. He went back to Tottenham. In the same transfer window, he was signed to Brentford. And ever since then to now, this guy is in the conversation of one of the best left back in the Premiership. So tell me, make these things make sense to me. Like Ten Hag does not understand that he does not have any right to be asking for any power or assurance, because before Sajim came into the club, the Glazers have actually given you the backup you need. He was given £400 million. And that £400 million, how has he spent that money? And you get clown like Mark Goldbridge talking about the £400 million given to him was not good enough. It was not good enough. It's not enough. Like they need at least £1 billion to make a team to take them to where they want to go. £1 billion. So you are telling me that the Glazers or Sergeant Ratcliffe will be stupid to trust this clown called Ten Hag with another £600 million? Because from the signing he made so far, are you seeing the £400 million in the signing he made? No. Probably you are seeing it, but I don't. I do not see. I look at that team and I'm not really seeing anything that tells me, okay, this team, I've spent £400 million on it. But you look at a team like Tottenham. Look at a team like Aston Villa. With the little budget they've got, their coaches have been able to make it work. And that is how you know a proper manager, a manager that knows what he's doing, a manager that knows what he has, a manager that can actually bring the best out of players. It's as simple as that. Tell me, the signing of Onana, was it really, really necessary? No. De Gea was never the problem at United. And clearly, we have seen it with Onana. And people want to go about Onana is not the problem of United. When a goalkeeper faces more shots, there's every possibility that he's going to make mistake for one or two. You have a goalkeeper. Okay, look at yesterday against Everton. Onana faced 23 shots. 23 shots. Manchester United are ranked like only Sheffield United has more considered shots than United. And that is 457. Manchester United is on 455. What do you expect from such a team goalkeeper? What do you expect? Against Manchester City, they faced how many shots against Manchester City? 27. And you get clowns, crap people. You only find these rubbish people, rubbish fans from Macabrish YouTube channel. Going at Onana, blaming him, he should be saving the Foden second goal. And now this is the goalkeeper that have been saving their ass from the first half. He has been their best player. He faced more shots. He considered a goal. Now they're talking about the one he considered. They never spoke about the one he saved. That is how stupid and deluded Mark Godbridge and his fan base are. So because you want to defend the manager, you want the manager to stay, you are going to ignore all aspects. This manager have been getting it wrong. You're going to ignore it as if it never happened. He came into the club. Sancho, I had the problem with Sancho. Varane, the same thing. Ronaldo, the same thing. Now you have somebody like Jadon Sancho is there in Bundesliga, doing what we knew he could do. And the goal that guy scored last night, he will never score such a goal in United team. Ten Hag did what? Ten Hag is having issues with Sancho. I'm talking about Ten Hag as a manager because you guys think, or Mark Godbridge think, because Sir Jim Ratcliffe is a billionaire, probably he doesn't know watch football. So you are telling me Facundo Pellistri, who is a starter, is rated in his country. Rated in his country. He's playing in the biggest competition of the world, which was the World Cup. But he's not been able to start for a United team that is under crisis. Pellistri can't even start in a United team. A crap middle table team like United, Facundo Pellistri can't start. Make it make sense. And ever since he has gone to Granada, from the very first day he has gone to Granada, he has been starting for Granada. Go and watch what he has been doing in Granada. Amad Diallo was a player that went to Sunderland. He was the player of the season The young player of the season at Sunderland that season, Championship. He's also not getting game time in Manchester United. This clown called Ten Hag made a signing of Anthony. He paid 90 million for Anthony. Anthony is also struggling to start. You have the likes of Scott McTominay starting over Anthony. And when the people who are Ten Hag out are talking about how unconvincing United have been or how crappy they've been under Ten Hag, you get people like McGobbridge coming out to talk crap about a win is a win. But how long would that last for? A win is a win. How long would that last for? Because I would definitely tell you for free, it's not going to last long. A win is a win. You play a crappy football against an Everton team you were defending. Like it needed a player like Garnacho to get 2 penalties for you guys to win that match. Aside the penalty, did you guys win the match? No. And Everton were far better off than United. So tell me, where does this manager think he has the audacity or the right to speak? Asking for backup or assurance? How? Where? And you get deluded fan base as well, talking crap. It is not good enough. You might be winning the games, yes. But the honest truth is this: you can be winning the game and still criticize the coach. I'll tell you, every United fan base out there that criticized Ten Hag for the play style and the crappy football they've been playing, ask them, they will tell you very well, they are happy for the win. And even when they win games, you come out to say, like Mark Goldbridge comes out to say, there are fans out there that would have want United to lose. Probably, if they want United to lose, they would have wanted them to lose so they can sack this guy out of the club. But I can tell you guys for a fact that those fans, there's nothing like that. They will be happy that they won the game, but they still have the audacity and every right to criticize the manager, to criticize the players. Because the performance are not good enough. They're not. They are not good enough. And you get players, you get people like Mark Gobbridge coming to talk about players are staying at the club. Dude, this guy, Ten Hag has the power to move player ahead. The same way he did with Ronaldo, did with De Gea, and did also with Sancho. He has the power to do it. Ten Hag, you might be telling me Marcus Rashford was not signed by Ten Hag, but automatically is now also a player of Ten Hag because Ten Hag is the one that gave him another contract. And these are things Mark Gobbridge, he knows very well. He knows this fact very, very well. But because he has suddenly become the PR manager of Ten Hag and Marcus Rashford, they wouldn't say it out. Or a PR manager of the club in general. And that's the next truth. Ten Hag should work with what he has on the football pitch currently right now. Get results out of these players. Because this is the exact same thing. What is his name doing currently? Klopp. Klopp is doing that very well. Brighton with De Zerbi is doing that very well. You want to talk about defend Ten Hag, talking about how Brighton don't have the injury crisis Manchester United have. On paper, with the players, who is better than who? On players. Maitoma, injured. Joel, injured. And Ciso, I think he only came back. Estafian, injured. These are the best players of Brighton. Whatever player you are seeing currently right now, those are not the best players of Brighton. And he's still able to win games. Yes, he might have lost some, but he's still able to get the game, win games, and be in a very good position on the table. Then you ask yourself, if United have got such a manager at their disposal, and you get fans telling you about De Zerbi, they don't want De Zerbi, what has he done, what has he done? Dude, go and watch De Zerbi when he was at Sassuolo. Watch him when he was coaching Shakhtar Donetsk. Before you talk crap, you don't just watch De Zerbi coaching Brighton and you want to make a judgment on him. So are you telling me at the end of last season, De Zerbi said it on his press conference that there's every possibility that Brighton are going to lose two important players. He lost Caicedo. He lost McAllister. Should, in case you don't know what that means, it's like Manchester City losing Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri together for a full season. If you don't really understand the gravity of what happened to Brighton, it's like Manchester City losing Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri. Tell me, how would that thing cope? It's like Arsenal losing Saliba and Saka together. So sometimes when you come outside to defend your manager, you should also look at the positive side of things. Ten Hag was given power to make signings of players, to let go of players. I'm sorry, the fact that Ten Hag went to sign Mason Mount is sackable. I'm sorry, it's sackable. Whereby you add the likes of Yuri Tillemans, you add the likes of James Maddison, Jimmy Ward-Prowse. Didn't go for them. When you have clowns who want to talk about managers, get your facts straight. Ten Hag should be sacked. He does not even have the audacity to be talking about walking away. Walking away, you are talking crap, because I can tell you guys for free, I don't see Ten Hag being like Sergeant Ratcliffe. It's just being fair. Let him end the season and fuck all. That's all I see here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, guys. I love you guys. Tim Banks signing out.